Hello, Team Kentucky. I am Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman. I'm so happy to be with you as your host for Kentucky's tribute to the class of 2020. As you know, I'm not only an elected official, I'm a civics teacher, assistant principal, basketball coach, mom, and wife. But before all of that, I was a proud Scotty. I'm a member of the Mercer County High School class of 2000. And before you laugh, class of 2020, I promise that your 20-year reunion will sneak up on you fast. If you don't believe me, ask a parent, an older sibling, or a teacher. I remember being where you are, so full of excitement about what lies ahead, so nostalgic for the memories made during the previous years, and so thankful to live in a great place like Kentucky. No one could have predicted the situation that has grasped our state and our country for the past 2 months. COVID-19 has impacted every Kentuckian. I'm sure each one of us could share a story of a friend, a family member, a neighbor whose life has been severely disrupted by the global pandemic. Class of 2020, this has affected you in a profound way. Milestone events that you have looked forward to for years were suddenly taken away. You missed out on sporting events, proms, academic award ceremonies, and even a traditional graduation. This event cannot replace those things, but we do hope to convey the pride that we have in you. You are strong, resilient, and compassionate. You are also photogenic. We're going to display hundreds of pictures of the class of 2020. They were sent in by every single public high school in the state. We have some very special guests lined up for you. Each of them share a passion for Kentucky and, more importantly, its people. These dignitaries, musicians, and performers were happy to lend their creativity and expertise to make this event a success. So sit back and enjoy the show. There are not many people who are more Team Kentucky than country music star J.D. Shelburne. J.D. was raised in Taylorsville on a tobacco farm by his mom, a teacher, and his dad, a principal. He is a proud ambassador of the Commonwealth, and we all share in his success. We are happy that J.D. is here to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Hey guys, this is country artist and Kentucky native J.D. Shelburne. Huge congratulations to the 2020 graduating senior class. What an amazing accomplishment that you guys have achieved. This is such a huge milestone in your life, and just know it's a stepping stone to what you have coming. You have lots of hurdles you're going to step over, lots of success that you're going to achieve, and so much more. I want to wish you guys the best of luck. Just know years later down the road, you're going to look back and realize the moment you're in right now is one of the most fun times of your life. Enjoy it and have a great summer. If I could give you any advice coming from myself, it would be surround yourself with good people. Never give up on chasing your dreams. Stay focused. And remember, hard work and persistence always wins. I'm living proof of that. God bless you 2020 seniors, and best of luck.
You may not know the next two speakers, but they work tirelessly for every student in the Commonwealth. Kevin Brown is serving as the interim commissioner for the Kentucky Department of Education, and Lou Young serves as the chair of the Kentucky Board of Education. I have watched these two individuals lead the state's response to COVID-19, and both were instrumental in making this event happen. I am proud to work alongside them and call them both friends.
This is Kentucky Interim Education Commissioner Kevin Brown. Congratulations to all of Kentucky's graduating seniors, our resilient and strong class of 2020. I'm standing in the same place where I received my high school diploma over 25 years ago. And in some ways, I remember that day like it was yesterday, and being back in this building reminds me of the many memories I have from my time in high school and how that time helped prepare me for the rest of my life. You will also have many memories and stories to tell about this very unusual time and the fact that you endured. The past several months have tested you in ways that no other senior class has been tested. You had to make many sacrifices, the prom, competitions, and so many other senior events you would look forward to ever since you began high school 4 years ago. You had to adapt to a new way of learning in just a few short weeks. You had to stay home to protect others in your community. I know that one of the biggest sacrifices has been not being able to close out this final year of your K-12 education with your friends and family during a traditional ceremony. A commencement ceremony like your friends got to have last year and all of the years before. However, I want to tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you for the sacrifices you've made. And you have so much to be proud of. Think about all you have accomplished these past 4 years. Aside from all the academic requirements and exams you have passed, you have also grown into a young adult. All of the sporting events, competitions, clubs, and classes have helped prepare you for where you are today. You dealt with the hardships, the disappointment, and all of the stress. And you did it. This will truly go down as a year, and the class of 2020 will always be a class that will be remembered. A class that made a lot of personal sacrifices to ensure the safety and the protection of others. And while the coronavirus might have taken some memories from you, I hope it will give you the confidence to know that you can and that you will get through the inevitable hurdles in life. One memory you will unfortunately not have is the memory I have of being in this gymnasium full of family and friends. However, you will have your own unique memories of how your classmates, your school, the community, the state, and even the nation all came together to celebrate you in alternative ways. Most importantly, these alternate events, no matter how or where celebrated, are to make sure you know that you still have your whole life ahead of you. This is why the word commencement means the beginning. And this is the beginning of an exciting future, a history that you get to choose how to write. The virus can't take that away from you. 25 years from now, you will also have fond memories of this time in your life. I speak for all of Kentucky when I say I am proud of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all the graduates of the class of 2020. My name is Lou Young, and I'm chair of the Kentucky Board of Education. I'm sure your senior year didn't end as you had imagined it, and I'm profoundly sorry for all of the experiences you've missed out on due to the pandemic. But I'm equally excited about all of the opportunities and experiences that lie ahead for each of you as you graduate. Oh, the places you'll go and the people you'll meet. My wish for you is that you will carry with you the fondest memories of your time in high school, your teachers, your classmates, and all the lessons you've learned. And that those memories will outshine the strange and unpredicted end of this school year. I also hope that you will draw on all of the resilience that you've shown this spring to create your own path forward, using your voice to advocate for yourselves and pursue those learning experiences and life experiences that bring you great joy. The famous poet E.E. Cummings once wrote about how hard it is to be yourself, your own person, an individual. He wisely cautioned to be nobody but yourself in a world which is doing its best to make you everybody else. is the greatest battle any human can fight. I hope you'll never stop fighting to be your very best self. I know you're ready. You've got this. On behalf of my colleagues on the Kentucky Board of Education, congratulations to all the graduates of the high school class of 2020.
If you have not heard the Kentucky State University Choir perform, you're missing out. They are one of my favorite groups. Chelsea Washington, who recently graduated from KSU, is going to perform Andra Day's song, Rise Up. I know you will be inspired by the words and Chelsea's performance.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find that fighter, but I see it in you, so we can walk it out and move mountains. We can walk it out and move mountains. And now rise up high like the wave. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up high like the wave. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. When silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains. We'll bring it to its feet and move mountains. And now rise up high like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up high like the day. I'll rise up, rise unafraid. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. We will rise, we will rise together.
Our next speaker needs no introduction. Governor Andy Beshear has provided steady leadership during these unprecedented times. His daily press briefings present public health information and other important updates in a very methodical and almost teacher-like way. I do believe I'm rubbing off on him a little bit. Governor Beshear is a proud graduate of Kentucky's public schools and is the only former governor scholar to serve as Kentucky's governor. He works hand in hand with me to ensure that students across the state have access to a high-quality education. Team Kentucky is thankful for Governor Beshear's leadership during these times. We are happy to have him address the graduating class of 2020.
Hello, graduates. This is a special day, and we are so proud of you. Proud for your accomplishments, proud for this graduation, and proud of the sacrifice that you have made in the way you're doing it. I imagine today you're feeling a lot of emotions. You're feeling excitement, you're feeling joy, and you're probably feeling a little anxious. Anxious not just about the way that you've had to do this graduation today, but anxious about the world, what the job market's going to look like, what your future may bring. But I have faith that the resiliency that you have shown and your strength is going to make you better prepared than so many generations before you to do really great things. Now, this is not the first generation and the first time we've had to drastically alter our Commonwealth, our country, and our world to respond to challenges. I think back to the greatest generation, which were my grandparents. I had a granddad that was in Patton's Army for over a year in Europe. And I look at that generation that had to engage in a world war, families separated, with some overseas and back home, having to retool our economy. Everybody coming together. And you know, every day they had anxiety too. For our brave soldiers overseas, trying to move inches and feet at a time in their trenches, not knowing what would come next. To our folks at home, probably doing the same task in production every day, day in and day out, and knowing that, yes, it's going to get monotonous, but was that next task they did going to be the one that made a difference and gave the supplies that we needed to our loved ones overseas? And they didn't know if they were going to win, and they didn't know how long it was going to take. That puts what we're facing right now in a little bit of perspective, because we know we're going to win. I have faith in what you and every other Kentuckian have been willing to do and are going to do to defeat it. But we also know that it's going to take some time. So we look at those traits of the greatest generation, of personal responsibility, of integrity, of humility, of work ethic, of financial prudence, and of faithful commitment. And those are all traits that can guide us now. The commitment to what we're doing, the work ethic to get it done day in and day out. But I think this generation and what we're facing has some new and some important characteristics as well. Those of compassion. And what we're facing is a test of humanity where every individual's decision can impact those around us. It's required us to be compassionate to everyone around us, not just those we're close to or those that we know. It's one of kindness. You have had to give up a lot. You've had to give up the last couple months in your senior years. You've had to give up an in-person graduation. But you've done it because you have the kindness to want to help other people, to protect lives and to protect their safety. And I'd like to think that those additional characteristics, mixed in with those of the greatest generation, can lead us forward, that you can lead us forward. Because we are at a moment in time where the future is going to be different. You know, our economy, our country, it's just going to look different moving forward. And I'd like to think with what we've learned and with what you're able to do, that it can be better. A country where we take that kindness and compassion and we create an economy that works for everyone, where not just you, but all of your classmates have true equitable opportunities to find that great job, to flourish, to raise a family if you choose. A future where everybody has access to health care and where we finally address inequalities that have existed for hundreds of years that are resulting in disproportionate death rates right now. Ones where we erase the last couple years of division, of people yelling at each other, of people trying to make one another the enemy. And I believe that that's made our country weaker as people have turned on each other. But right now, you and I, we have the opportunity to take this unity we have right now and extend it well beyond the time that we're dealing with COVID-19. Think about a state and a country where you continue to feel so connected to everyone around you, where you know that we're all in this together and we're going to get through it together, but that we can also build a better world together, that every single human being has value and we need to treat each other with dignity and respect. Just think about the amount that we can get done and the type of success that we can all have if we adopt that attitude instead of it's me against you and only one of us can get credit for what we're doing. So, congratulations on today. And let me tell you, I'm so excited for you, but I'm so excited for this Commonwealth. I think about what you've been through and how it's going to mold you going forward. And if we take the very best of those lessons, I think you, our graduates this year, are going to be the leaders that help mold our world in amazing directions. I look forward to being a part of it. I look forward to watching it. Congratulations on your graduation. You are now not just our future, you are our present, and I couldn't be more proud and more excited of what you're going to do.
Living mind me, taking chances, they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some hell-bent heart lead you better. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. When you get the choice, sit it out or dance. I hope you 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 still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give Faye the fighting chance. When you get the choice, sit it out or dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
We are joined by two of Team Kentucky's biggest advocates for education. Senator Max Wise of Campbellsville is the chairman of the Kentucky Senate Education Committee. Representative Regina Huff from Williamsburg chairs the Kentucky House of Representatives Education Committee. Together, they work with the Kentucky Department of Education, the governor, and myself to ensure every Kentucky student has all the tools necessary to succeed. I am thankful for their service to the Commonwealth.
Congratulations, Kentucky Class of 2020. I'm Max Wise, Kentucky State Senator and Chairman of the Senate Education Committee. On behalf of the entire Commonwealth of Kentucky, congratulations on making it to your graduation. And what a journey it's been. I first want to commend you, as well as the entire Commonwealth, on the journey that it's been over the last 13 years, and particularly this last semester of your senior year. I'm between an average to a lousy golfer who comes from a family of good to great golfers. But my life preserver, or my saving grace, to my game is always the comfort of pulling a mulligan. If a mulligan is able to be secured, I typically use it off the first tee. For you graduating seniors, I wish each of you were given a mulligan over the past months. Each one of you and your families deserve a do-over or another shot from what this invisible virus has taken away. No matter if you're a student athlete, a performer on the stage, a musician, an academic, a career tech-focused student, a free spirit, or an introvert, something was taken away from you that you will never get back. My heart breaks for you, and it has been broken for you during this time. COVID-19 is somewhat comparable to the Kubler-Ross stages of grief: denial, anger, depression, bargaining, and acceptance. You have surely felt all stages and will continue to as we get through this pandemic as people. In a world currently filled with way more questions than certainties, please know that you will learn more from this generational event than ever before. We all will. You have faced adversity head on and will ultimately be judged on how you handle this situation. You matured quickly as young adults, and I respect you for this. You grew up in more ways than you could have ever imagined, and you may have grown closer to your family and grown in your faith. And I guarantee that life lessons were learned. I know these are just words and only words alone, but please know that your community hurts for you as we celebrate with you, and we are so incredibly proud. As a college and a graduate school professor at the University of Kentucky, I've always left challenges for my departing students. I want to leave you with 3 departing challenges on this day. Number 1, constructive criticism is not personal, it's helpful. If that comes from your supervisor at work, if it comes from a professor that makes red ink marks and comments on a paper, please know that those are only helpful, and they'll do nothing more than provide life lessons for you in life. Own it. I've screwed up in life, I've made mistakes, and I'll continue to make mistakes. But I've learned more by accepting responsibility in my life than by throwing down a victim card and playing that card when a situation arises that's my responsibility. Disagree with respect. A segment of our society has gone so far that we have certainly lost the ability to debate or to converse politely and civilly on wedge issue conversations. We can blame it on social media, we can blame it on the 24/7 infotainment cycle of news, or we can blame it on the technology-driven world that we live in. But we have to get back to civility. We have to get back to debates that are civil and can still end in friendships and not divisive wedges. We're better than that, and we as a society must depend on you to be the next generation that can handle situations civilly and with respect. Hug your family, thank a teacher, thank a coach, thank a staff member, anyone who's gotten to you this point. I respect you. We all are so proud of you, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I am Regina Huff, State Representative of the 82nd District and Chairwoman of the House Education Committee, and I'm delighted to share in your celebration. I know this isn't how you envisioned your year ending, and I'm not going to attempt to diminish the measurable milestones or the memory-making celebrations that this class has been denied. But however disappointing the past few months have been, you have learned the value of patience, grace, and sacrifice, all attributes that will serve you well on your journey forward. For you will find, all too often in life, the best of plans fail to work out. So whatever the circumstances, it is important to remember that you control the narrative always. So whether you are in the midst of a battle or a blessing, it is your reaction that makes all the difference. I hope that each of you can look back on your high school days with fondness, that you've been inspired, prepared, and challenged by your teachers to achieve your future goals and dreams. Some of my high school teachers remain very dear to me and continue to support me and encourage me today, some 40 years later. And although your exit from high school isn't under the usual circumstances, your exit is no less exceptional. So focus on the positive and the bright future that awaits each of you. Nothing can rob you of the joy and anticipation of what your future holds, not even a pandemic that has shut down the world around you. You will definitely have a story to tell about your senior year, but it's the rest of your story that is truly important. Graduates, I wish you much success, an abundance of health and happiness, and that you achieve all your goals and dreams, and that you always call Kentucky home. Many blessings to you, the undeniably unique class of 2020.
Our next performers are Louisville's own Lincoln Bridge. They were stars of NBC's America's Got Talent, and their mission is to bring all people together through music. There is no one better to sing our state's official song, My Old Kentucky Home.
Hey y'all, this is Montre Davis of Lincoln Bridge, finalist on season 11 of America's Got Talent, and I would just like to send a special shout out to Kentucky's class of 2020. You guys deserve it. Y'all have worked hard. So, you know what I'm saying? Eat your heart out. Hey, we love you guys. Lincoln Bridge has been working hard. So we know what it's like to work hard and to accomplish something. And I hope you guys are satisfied with what you have accomplished and be proud of yourselves. Hey, we love you. God bless you. And I hope you guys stay safe through what's going on with this COVID virus. You know what I'm saying? God bless y'all.
Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. This summer, the people are gay. They are gay. And the meadows are in bloom. And the birds make music all day. And they say, ooh. Like this right here.
The young folks roll on the little cabin floor. All happy and bright.
They're so bright.
By and by, hard times come a-knocking at my door.
Oh, Kentucky home.
We say goodnight.
We say goodnight. Weep no more, my lady. Oh, weep no more today. Hey, hey. We will sing our song for my old Kentucky home. My old Kentucky home. Far away.
We love you.
Thank you so much for joining us. There are many people that made this event possible, and on behalf of all Kentucky, I want to extend my thanks to you, class of 2020. We love you, we are rooting for you as you embark on the next phase in your life, and we thank you for being such an important part of Team Kentucky.